everybody, it's Coach Carly, and I wanted to take a minute to talk about a question that I get asked pretty often, which is Shakeology paleo? So, if you're not familiar with paleo, the basic tenets of it are removing foods that humans weren't adapted and evolved to eat, and which are potentially problematic for digestion and overall health, and they tend to be inflammatory. And those foods are grains, legumes, dairy for some people, and then, like any sort of artificial additives, sugars, and things like that. So, when you look at Shakeology, a lot of people are skeptical, and I'll tell you, I was super skeptical at first when I first met my coach and she told me about Shakeology and wanted me to start drinking it when I did T25, because I was already paleo at that point, and I was, skeptical about what was in it, if it was really good for me. There were some ingredients that were a little iffy if they were paleo or not, so I just wasn't sure about it. But I took her advice and I tried it, because there's nothing, as long as you don't have some sort of serious allergic reaction to an ingredient in here, there's no harm in trying and seeing what it does for you. And I felt amazing once I started drinking it consistently. So the thing for me is that the reason I'm paleo, and the reason why I encourage people to go paleo, whether they have reactions to certain foods or not that they really notice, is just because I think it promotes an overall healthy lifestyle and makes your body feel and function at its best. So for me, I, was lacking in energy and feeling kind of run down and bloated, and my skin wasn't great. I had eczema my whole life growing up. So I discovered paleo through my mom and started eating that way, and immediately noticed a change in my energy levels, my sleep, my digestion, all of that. I used to have really horrible problems with my digestion, not moving very efficiently, if you know what I mean. And so paleo alleviated a lot of those symptoms for me. So that's why I stick with it and why I like it. And, the thing with paleo nowadays is that it's not a strict diet. It's not like you have to adhere to these rules 100% all the time. It's about finding balance and finding what works for you. So for some people that might mean they just can't have grains. They really poorly react to them, any sort of anything, corn, rice, quinoa, whatever. Some people have some serious digestive issues and autoimmune issues that just make it hard for them to digest those things. Same with legumes and stuff. So, but other people, find that they can tolerate starches like white rice, now and then, maybe some corn tortillas here and there. Some gluten-free grains can be added in on occasion. Some people can tolerate them better if they're sprouted and soaked. So, it's not like a one-size-fits-all diet. It's a foundation to build upon, and it's all about learning about what works for you and your body. So, with that in Shakeology, for me, like I said, paleo is all about feeling my best, and Shakeology, now that it's a part of my daily life, is a part of feeling my best. I've noticed since just being paleo and then incorporating Shakeology into my diet as well, that my energy in the afternoons is a lot better, because I take mine as my afternoon snack. And the biggest thing for me is, I'm not consuming anything weird. If you look at the ingredients, there's a lot of different supplement shakes on the market. You can go and do the research yourself about what's in them, but there's often soy and weird additives and chemicals and derivatives that they're not whole foods. Versus if you look at the ingredient list for Shakeology, you can read this label and it tells you what everything is, and it's real things like chia seeds and maca root, bilberry, and chlorella. These are real whole ingredients. Obviously they're dried and ground into a powder, but they're complete foods. So the main difference with that is that you're getting the nutrition, it's bioavailable, your body can use it efficiently. And I just think when you're trying to be your healthiest, which is why people do paleo and follow that lifestyle, it's about being your healthiest and feeling your best, Shakeology absolutely can be a part of that. And like I said, the only reason I wouldn't recommend Shakeology for anyone is if they have a serious autoimmune or intolerance to something in in the formula, you know, there's a lot of ingredients, so that happens sometimes. Some people have specific needs, but you know, there's the regular version that has whey protein, and there's a vegan version as well. So like for myself, I'm intolerant to dairy and whey, so I can't handle that. I can tell if I get rashes and stuff. I've realized that that's the cause of my eczema. So I stick with the vegan formula, and I'm okay with having a little bit of like rice protein and pea protein that wouldn't normally be a part of maybe a paleo lifestyle, but considering everything you get from this formula, I feel like it's a very small transgression, and it is still gluten-free. And for me, as being paleo most of the time, the things that I really look out for are wheat, gluten, soy, and corn. For the most part, are things that I don't really want to be consuming on a regular basis. They're often GMO, they're often highly refined, and they cause a lot of digestive issues, and like soy has phytoestrogens that can mess with hormonal imbalance, especially in women and in men. So I avoid those things, and none of those are in here. So I know that was sort of a long answer, but I get that asked a lot because obviously I'm in the paleo community. I'm very passionate about that lifestyle, and so I have people that come to me for coaching and want to do my programs, and they're questioning Shakeology, and I just want to say that if you're doing paleo for your health, there's no reason this can't be a part of that as well. You get so much great nutrition from Shakeology. The ingredients are real and whole, and it's 100% money back guarantee. So if you really do hate it, after 30 days you can get your money back. But I bet if you drink it every day for 30 days, you will love it. So I hope that answered your question, and thanks for watching, guys. See you later.